Okay, here we are. Semifinal action, Top Fuel, Tulsa, Oklahoma. This is turning into somewhat of a barn burner at this point. The first round was okay, but now we've got the creme de la creme, and they're squaring off with all kinds of points implications, if not just good old-fashioned ego battles. And it's Adam Sorokin in the Champion Speed Shop car versus Jim Young in his Young Guns entry. These guys are dedicated, fierce drag racers. The Sorokin car is out of South City, San Francisco, and that was a hotbed of drag racing, known going back to the Champion Speed Shop and the Gatelli Speed Shop and all of these guys who, it was just mud in your eye. That was the style, okay? And that tradition is still intact with this team. But Jim Young is no pushover.
Absolutely not. No, he's a hardcore racer and he's here on a budget. As always, he's got a new baby, but that hasn't slowed him down at all. You know, but they make some sacrifices to go racing, and that gives you a hunger that can't be replicated any other way.
If your offspring's birth certificate reads Crew Young, that tells me that you have drag racing intertwined in your DNA all the way down to your toenails.
Exactly. But then you look over in the other lane at the red car, and there's drag racing in Adam Sorokin's blood, possibly more. I mean, when you choose to do this profession following your late father's footsteps, when your father was killed doing this in a car very similar to this car, I can't even really comprehend that kind of situation.
It's a bizarre psychology, but this circuit is made up of people who have issues. Anybody who wants to put themselves inside a grenade, pull the pin, and then try to put the pin back in 5 seconds later has issues.
Do you really think so?
Definitely.
I might argue that point.
You'll have your chance.
Well, Adam had an unbelievable reaction time. The 004, and Jim Young had an 047, which is exceptionally good. Wow, a whole shot win.
Just painful.
Painful. Knowing Adam Sorokin, he's going to take credit for that. The 004, Adam's really good. He's always really good.
The best lever in the business.
The best lever in the business in this series, but a 004 is cutting it way close. That's like a failed red light. You know, this is a game where you need that luck sometimes. So a 570 beats a 568, and that's how it goes.
Brings us to our second pair, also, you know, hitters, the elite. Jim Murphy, who is the number 2 qualifier, and he squared off against Mendy Fry.
This is going to be a great matchup. Both teams are just at the top of their game. This is truly anyone's drag race, but for Jim Murphy, leading the points, Mendy chasing, it does have big implications on the championship.
Well, and the other thing is that they've met twice already this year. He was a no-show of sorts. I mean, he did a burnout at the March meet when they first squared off, but they had problems. They shut the car off. She singled. She set low ET as she singled, so it wasn't like he handed it to her. Then they met again in Bowling Green, and another just dynamite drag race that Murphy took the top in charge and put her on the trailer. So besides the points implications, like I say, I think there are ego battle implications here.
Well, they are race car drivers, and as we know, there are egos involved.
Well,
so I've been told.
Yes. Well, Roland Leong, who is tuning Murphy's car, was tuning Mendy in a funny car a few years ago. Strangely enough, both of them managed to get fired. Roland first, then Mendy. But they do have a history together also, which I find, you know, coincidental.
It is a very small circle of
love.
I was going to say something else, but good for you.
Well, we mean love.
Yes.
Yes.
Of course we mean love.
So perhaps there is, in fact, no love lost at this moment in time.
Starting line here is critical.
the high-speed motorsports cars mixing up a little bit, and then the WW2 entry actually kind of goes away and runs on aluminum a little bit in the top end. Mendy Fry defeats Jim Murphy, a 569 at 250 mile an hour, to a 589 211 for the losing Jim Murphy.
You know, to win these races, you've got to go to the finish line under power, and Jim Murphy's car, again, ate itself up, and Roland's got his work cut out for him. I mean, he's got to get that car to live the full 1,320 feet in order to win the championship. I mean, it's going to come down to this. If they don't win the championship, they might look back at this round and go, okay, that's the moment. We didn't win it.
That was the difference, yes. I mean, you've got to keep your candles lit, and those went out prematurely. You've got Mendy Fry firing up against Adam Sorokin in the Top Fuel final that is rife with yet more points implications. She's number 2, he's number 3. They're both going after Murphy. The final round's coming up from Tulsa, Oklahoma, the 2017 Nitro Nationals 2017.